Your tier four, your boy again, Patrik Barfi, High Life Radio and NLT's consent program and your Brown. And there your topic money rules. Now money rules to follow in 2025 that will make you rich. Money rules to follow that will make you rich. And there you become one step. Catch you nearby say Sikasem program no I started. Money rules I become one step. And our money rules to follow in 2025 that will make you rich. And that become was. First one, I share a living below your means. Living below your means. See, you move below Honoma. Heading past, you bet me a level below our means. Nema to tell you, in your more right, BBI okay, scanner, yes, scanner, but we can't not live below our means. Quite best between a first way between me a level below our means. See, for example, most people drink and I say share sika ebem and share sika out. Follow quite be first way between ama yetimi I make sure say track every money that is coming in our way. The only way between me track it that tracy and I say I track it down money that is coming in our way, see best tax see budget. That is the only time I be scare them and scare out. Most people don't do that. They say when it comes to budget, or can budget sempe they go up money go full budget a restricting the no budget a will now will make it. It will making it within your means. We making it quite before swap. You don't do budget amount what you be pray. Usually we do budget na say what that means say we are way going overboard. Way going overboard. It's the only way I'll be to me. I make sure say track it whereby say will be live down and I will go all the way down. But also making sure say we pay attention. You pay attention. You spend it anyhow. Yet we bringing in the money, but we spending all the money. It was 10 beyond me. I know say in 2024, none of my rough kakra, it was ups and down. By year 2025, maybe a year bit me a boy, and my intimate go through the process and a situation you call me. Intimate to see Casemi 2025. A day and a bay. Or see a start to see a budget. A budget, I be made to me and make sure say, and me see we live below our means because in we brain. I didn't hear because track BBR. Or share board my expenses I'll make it and this kind of the more and match it. If you don't track, you see, if you can't manage what you don't track, anyhow or spend anyhow, send you a manas. The only way is to be track. But track a track. That is when you have to go through a budget. See, you call Patrik Barfi, my fan to one, call Patrik Barfi, solutions.com, patricksolutions.com. I budget, free budget. I'll be to me use. I beat me a wow. My fan to patricksolutions.com. I bet me a wow. What me a follow, and that's what me a track it. The use it now, and a free. All you gotta do is go in there and start using it. It has to be on purpose, on paper, every month. Yes, I will yet no jai. Now next time we we're tracking it down all the time. Your first thing I'll be and say, making sure say your forwards are taken care of. Because this year, this 2024, say if now one investor was stock marketer, that means say you were losing out. This year the stocks all the way, better 30%. The people that were investing in were winning. And then my team invest bebree. We have the desire to be able to do it. And I say, "See, scanning hosa." And yes, scanning hosa be a scan. Bills does to do. We are not tracking anything. We are not budgeting, so we don't. When you continue doing that all the time, we say so I share steady say even people that make more than 100,000 are still living on paycheck to paycheck. Why do you think say Cobra Jaisa mega mega million before 2025 and the 2025 that's all you that very day. They don't cry with any plan. It's now most people are moving lottery and Chibiana aside here. Almost called bankrupt. Just winning plan that's why if I go here. Meteo gache or Biaboko Fishapa. So we have to make sure say on purpose, on paper, you track everything that comes in and that goes out. And the only way we is budget. Budgeting. You start with your forwards. Make sure your forwards are your shelter, senior baby to your fencing, your food, or senior baby and utilities, baby to I will say utilities to me juma and transportation. This nyama for you. It's about kukra hutintima as I would drink crying. And making sure say all these things are in order. Say baby to me and these are the 4 things we have to look for first. And sana, these are needs. These are Nyama needs. So if you want to live below your means, these are the 4 things I also take care of, making sure that these things are going. And make sure that everything is going on first and only here. So when yes, animal we answer to Yama uncle somehow, we drink currency. So these are the things first that was here. We are making sure that we are living below our means, and living below our means, you take care of our 4 walls. Very important. Very important. One take care of 4 walls. I am a man hard drink a money man to because most people never be spending once in your needs. But say if Nyaman to tomu financially, the only way I'll be my money start to tomu say, focus on the 4 walls, we take it as Nyaman in the area. Now, a 5 free honor. Nti spend here, you make sure you know in baby spending echo. Spend ye and yet anyhow, paper that so be ho. And the number 1 is say believe below our means. Believe below our means we are. Now the next thing a budget, a create budget, say the American the big me live below our means a big one see take ye create budget. I said them the tools no between Patrik Barfi, Patrik Solutions, no far way. Number 2, AAC be creative budget. Because a budget is a financial roadmap guiding you towards your goals and helping you to make financial decisions about how to allocate your money. See, I mean, from say budget is you telling your money what to do instead of wondering where you went. It's budget and you be was a restricted minimum a be a big guide towards your financial roadmap. It's a guide towards your goals. Now which may help you to make informed or decisions about how to allocate your money. Now money is very clear on your income because what is coming in. With your budgeter, you know what is coming in. It's very clear. And I would need expenses as well out. And I'm winning the who save because all that is coming in, all that is going out, the can and I'll be to save. And I will stay on track. Avoid unnecessary financial crisis. So budget ABBB is very important. You see, the genesis of all finance, say, make sure say we are putting budget in place. I know sometimes I will be on my what is man look to but in that's what the pen and paper bet was making sure say everything that goes on in your finance when him say city. Everything. Not $1 crowd to on my be anyhow. So you have to make sure say everything is listed. Everything that goes on in there is listed. A budget is you tracking and making sure that you know what comes in and what goes out. unja anyhow. So that is called a zero budget. Zero budget means and you say also accounting is zero. Usually you want to put something in the account, I'll be a 200 be a win use because you say would you now call zero. That's anything happens your friends overdraft be happen a bit more good negative. But what it is that money that is coming in, dear, why you budget everything be a it needs a $1 crowd out. That is the way to go. So 2024, yes, was it 2025 years started CBS. You started the type EBT asem na ne yako EBT ane yako na eso mfa so bi ama so ma he. O see it me sipin say this 2025 year ye man ye man yes bi ne se ne city bi the mo yebetimi a change. It change by what by say you live by our means. You live below our means and also making sure say you create budget. Budget because it's very important. So one fa and two finances one the be an so senior track. See, and at the moment I start your budget, all of a sudden, when you increment, when you overtime, so we want to say when you mechanism when you raise. Why? Because among the needs and the wants, among the things that you don't really need, you know, those that are we don't really need no and no can wait. The wants versus the needs. The wants need to be a my energy keke. Survive. We are not. It's not like a surviving tenor. Anywhere, you won't be too much. The moment you bros wa, nice. It be vacation. See a vacation. Say, even say car crying here try. Yes, straight to car beer. If I say fancy car be, all you need is a car. The point be the here car from point one to point B. And me here answer. The moment say yes, can bros. It means if bros, so this can be extra. Now we can buy the car that is fancy. It's the same as like our house. You here maybe the theater, and you see here, friends say 7,000 square feet house, and I say here a big house, and I say a diabia. Even cry because sometimes a dan cry small, so no boarding. For the start, we hear baby do tibeto. For the start, we hear car take you from point A to B. And your car transportation, even if a bus no so far, a train no so far, and you say you be too much and some what you I will say very simple, I will say very flexible. You know, you see the BR you train for ride and son what me and I say, oh, train for ride and son what me your normal duties be also to me. Those and only the need. No, and you make sure say you thought most expensive thing. Name you between a moderate one. But after share near navy na bibia okay. Now person to extra be person to car na your friends say the car of your dream are fine. So you get a house of your dream and that is fine. But near whereby I was started, whereby I near my started to 2 year mom, no kukuru skaka kraka una. Sometimes we see kakra na the talk right there and different because you talk at the bure suntino who say yɛde kɔ akɔtɔ credit so yɛde to credit so a ɛsu yɛ nim sɛ ne ɛsiteɛ nyɛ sɛ credit no nkɔ na wotua back you pay with interest then start small I know say sometimes some of us say me to a car that I have me and see we share community now we have found of doing things we don't do our due diligence okoto car 5,000 6,000 wetin akwa me diagnosis am a check the diagnosis na e be 150 yeah new e be to car no 5,000 yeah to we na issue ba ho dia na afia kasa me to car that is equally good and as equally we can say a good to say the new one difference be anim kese ni na say obe odudule no check ni ye because me who be a auto car mo na anche the infinite obi to car that it didn't cost so many years. It in answer will be making sure what checking those things and what now within a period of time now we'll see so to now also at the same time we'll see because in second maybe what on it will take you the next 4 years, the next 2-3 years. What's that is save towards it? Say the next car between a ton or better with cash. That is the way to go. See, and me, 2004 all the way to 2004. This year, coming next year, you change your life. We are not going to go do the same thing again. You see, what we know about this country is it has become normal. The normal is really broke. Normal means what? Normal means you have a car. Normal means what you talk car we can afford. The moment you buying something apart from house, my philosophy is that if you buying something and you can't pay for it apart from house, you can't afford it. And what is the normal thing in this country is to be a use credit card. You see, we share the last numbers about we a trillion or credit card account. This country a trillion or credit card account. On average, only on average, it's about 6,500. That means so what the car normal, but what the car broke, what the car swap normal, but the car swap broke. The normal in this country means broke. I don't want to be normal. I don't want to be normal because what it is a I do not want to be that part of it. So if 2023, 2022, 2021, all these up to 2024, that's the lifestyle you were leading. It's about time we change that lifestyle. It's about time we go from being whereby we've been always in debt to whereby we own stuff. If you cannot afford it, wait. Buy the things you can afford. Wait and buy and save for things. Save and pay for things. Do not always be part of that thing now. Because I know it's tough. Sometimes if you are trying to save to buy things, your own people, your own friends, your own family members, they start looking down upon you. Will start telling you stuff. The way you prepare, and I don't know what you can be a GB. No. You shouldn't do that. Because there are some people who they say everybody in this country, bibi autobiano, auto. Your friends say they are to credit. So yes, and there are some people that are not living that life. No, because someone tries those are the people that win financially. Those are the people that become millionaires in a 10, 15 years down the line. So if you really, really want to be part of that group, be part of or make things right financially 2025, do not go that route again. Change that route. Make sure so you come on the other side of the aisle, because there are so many people that are trying to get out from the situation that we are in right now, whereby the good or the difference in the normal thing in this country is to just go borrow everything that we do. That is not the right way. Make sure so you get out. Create a budget. Live on less than you make. Live on less than you make and make a budget. It's going to change every way of your finances. But if you go the other way, whereby it's you see the bad side about all these things is not just even paying back what you've owed or what you've gone in for, but paying with interest. You see, when you look at the stars, people that are really doing good financially, they try to avoid those things because half a year to start finance charges are all the things that you borrowed. You'll be surprised, and put that back into investing. And just add and saving if every year biano will finance charges on all the things you pay. All the things you pay is, let's say it's about 3,000. Start investing that 3,000 for 10 years and see how it's gonna go and see how you will be. It's gonna blow your mind when you see how putting in 3,000 every month for 10 years. A bit change will be at the same time, Patrik solution, they will work build a calculator on never plug in 3,000 every month. For the past 10 years, past 1,800 years ago, 1,800 years, the stock exchange has been averaging about 10%. So if you're investing 3,000 every month, 3,000 every year for 10 years, boom, call Patrik solution. The type in everything you see scared about that period. It's just the thing is sometimes we're trying to be smart. Hey, smart. I pay you everything. By now. The last thing the thing cry and say cry back cry. If we be pay now, so buy now and pay later. Buy now and pay later. No interest. Yes, it's true, no interest. To be pizza crown near the two. You pizza now. $20. Near 3 months, 4 months, because $5, no interest. See, a tricky thing. So you can buy 23, 4, 5, 6 items. $20, $10. That would be $5 a year, $3 a year a month. No interest. That is good. But say, that's where 1 month crowd messia. You pay about $60. Into $20, you go now pay $60. They know say you will miss. They know pass you will miss. Because what it is how many people na they cut $5 on make I so much. How many people na they cut $3 on make I so much. No munyawa one say you pay triple, quadruple for those things now. So don't be like you are trying to be strong, because people that usually most of the people that are in financial troubles are people that they think they are smart, people that they think they know too much about finance. You see, personal finance is 80% head knowledge, 20% math. See, so you have to be smart on those things. And yet, all about that is behavior. That's why behavior finance is taking over everything now, because you say everything that goes on our finance is a behavior. A behavior. You see, the credit card companies, the debt companies, they know too much about us, because these days they use algorithms. They study us, so they know how they can get you. They won't let you go free. We can use you for so long, but after a while, no, once they will get you. We use the beer, but after a while, a short time, the way you saw when training, we make sure say you. So don't be too smart. Use the 80%, which is the behavior part, to change your financial situation. Use the 80%, that is the behavior part, to make things right financially. Don't go back on the old ways and trying to make sure trying to do things like, oh, I'm smart. Oh, yeah. I think I quite remember. So I was talking to this guy about how, they don't have to use credit cards. Like, okay, this is silly because hey, mommy points. I'm getting points. So when you swear, we kind of saying because we thought DBA I'm $2 in the back and yeah, I'm okay, that's fine. Let's check it, right? So you have what? When you're saying, I say, yeah, me $2. $2. How many? Nyama na beto na be 2,000. You check here, just $2. No, it's about about 100,000. And some when you be 2,000. Yeah, no. You see, say now when said silly, because look at it way you have to. That means if how much even do you make a year? So that means before you get 2,000, you have to buy stuff like about 100,000 to get 2,000. This doesn't make sense. And who you should you don't even need the things, you still have to buy them. You see, one of the things about the way the credit card companies get us, and they say, when this is something that they've done, the research they've done so many times. When you use credit card, you spend more than you need. You spend more because remember, you are not paying from your pocket right now. Even if it's your own debit card crown and a cash, the difference because it's not like you are seeing the thing. You spend more than the one side. You don't get a bill till like after 20 or 21 days. So when you're spending credit cards, and as you're using credit card, you tend to spend more. You tend to spend on the things that you don't need. And the plus, if you focus too much on this perks now, and yeah, West cry. Imagine say before you get 2,000, you need to spend about 200,000. First of all, how much do you make a year? Taxes in my so making 100,000 taxes in my. So that means you are spending too way much. Spending too much on the things you don't need. Spending, and that Paris will say true talk. You see, people think they are smart because what it is they think they are spending this or they are basing on this pet, and as they are paying on this rewards points and all those things, they're still going to use the credit card. But look at it that way. It's making you spend more than what you're supposed to spend. It's making you spend buying things you don't need to please people you don't even like, and they don't even like you. You see, that's the whole thing. The reason most people so they spend it because we just want to please people. So don't base on everything about a credit card. Oh, yeah, credit card. No, also on the office credit card, very, very good. Because we pay need BBI or Ghana, which meets now a friend say, also Ghana because we save we use to anti and what they aquatonic ticket. That's fine. But remember, say before say we need 2,000, you want to spend about 100,000. That means this tells you totally say you're spending on things you don't really need. Because I want to get that 2,000, I'll go out there and buy more and buy and get this 2,000. When does it end? You see, I will buy and get a 2,000 just for that. Now his car must spend it. You see, that's what I'm saying. They know us too much. We know ourselves. They have people working on us all the time to make sure say the loophole use. Now, one of the biggest loopholes they are using is this reward staff. This reward staff. You can tell me say for the whole year, and that's what they are spending 100,000 year 2,000. Say 2,000 in our bra. You can go do Uber cry get 2,000 in a week. Eh? But you cry 2,000. Men can't just say 2,000 in I will spend it because you want to spend 1,000. So change the way you've been doing this all the way up to 2024. Now, 2025, we are changing things. We are going from being broke. You see, the things, once you buy and you don't have the money, you are broke. I got somebody telling me, hey, no, I'm not broke. I make 200,000. I'm saying, show me the money. You make all the 200,000. You spend all the 200,000. Where is the money? You see, the fact that you make 200,000 doesn't mean you have the money. It's not about how much you can make. It's very important. How much you make is good. If you make more, fine. But it's all about how much you can keep. So if you make 200,000 and keep even 10,000, 10 years time, even if you don't invest that money, you have 100,000. We'll be making 1 million or spending 1 million in 10 years time. We're not making 200,000, you make more money than the person. The same way we'll be making 30,000. What you spend it save 5,000. We'll spend 100, we'll make 100,000. That we spend all that. 3 years time on 15,000 because every year we'll spend it. Difference is 5,000. 5 times 3, 15. We'll make 100,000. Every year, zero, zip, nada. All the way 3 years. That person is richer than you. See, the fact that you make million doesn't mean you're a millionaire. You make a million, not just a millionaire. You make million a year. It doesn't mean say scar beating you keep all the way to that. You see, millionaire is simple. What you make, all you owe versus what you owe. When you deduct it, that's where the millionaire status come in. So we have to change from the ways we've been doing things for so long. What it is some of us, that's where we were told that when you get staff, build your credit. When you build your credit, and the credit is going to make you be able to buy stuff. Yes, you should be a DLBC. You will be brohodoma. It's a kind of memory. Yes, but now betting come down, say, we start taking care of this. Whereby say we take care, we make sure say you're spending less than you bring in. Live below your means, and also making a budget. The budget then is the genesis of everything. If you want things to progress financially for you, if you're in a corner, start with the budget. Pen and paper, on paper, everything that comes in, everything that goes out. $1. Make sure say everything is on paper. Everything. All of a sudden, I'm saying be a change. You see, say you start having margin. You'll be an anchor every month, be out of 5,000 in the boom. One, still now 5,000 now, neighbor. Won't make any increase a job. Won't start overtime. 5,000 now. We'll start this all year budget. You'll be say why? Why? Because now you are paying attention. Because most people are because we are not paying attention. Start to pay attention. I would say Nema start changing. Because the things that you used to buy that you don't need, gone. Now all the wants are gone. The needs are in there. We are starting focusing on the needs. The margin start to be more, I would say, I feel more start to pay. Then you must start changing. Because imagine be super amount of options. The good thing about options, say, which means option for be me 5,000 every month. Now me 5,000 every month. Now I'm 500. What do I do with the rest of the 5,000? Anything that gives me what? Freedom. Remember me freedom. Remember me freedom. The freedom out there. Freedom out peace. The peace I'm out there. I'm out joy. So if you want to get the joy, if you want to get the peace, if you want the freedom, start with the budget. Start living below your means and start with the budget and change your financial situation. Let me quote 2020, 25, abra, you go through such situation now, echo back and forth, the same thing over and over again. It doesn't make sense to see live on that. You bet me a change, Stop saying the things that people keep on saying. Oh, yeah, America will be adeka. Stop saying that. Yes, and you'll be an edekasa. Yes, and you'll be an edekasa. And I may build them credit, will build. Yes, build your credit, but time be never stop it. With the fast credit system, time be credit never stop it. You build your credit. Nothing be about credit. Enka you credit enka you. No, as ultimate decay. Adia credit and say ultimate decay. What specialize in the cadi? Asa. Now when does it even stop? When does it even stop? Major credit. No makojimo. No majemo. No majemo. Tidamena sa credit na meji aja. Time never stop. Time ben na sa never stop. It said they make an enka. The only idea can say yes. Ultimate decay. Asa. Ultimate decay. And anything biya, any strange thing biya. The only thing I can say, that's the whole thing. See, I know, see, movie bro on my can't this over and over again. Movie running, send you message say, I was waiting build your credit and what to die, what to car, what to say. One, apart from house, credit, you won't hear say to be with credit because those are the things we can afford. Ebi na wotɔ deɛ bro so nti na wontumi afford ba wotɔ deɛ so no deɛ a wobɛtumi afford and even house koraa no you can buy a house without a credit score. There are ways you can do that against. Let me sure that I'll come to that. You don't need a credit score to buy a house. You can buy but until nearby start to see a build your credit. See, there's a process called manual underwriter. Manual underwriter is tabulating stuff like the olden days. Remember, olden days now no one use computers near them and another credit scores in one. Not more to die. It's the old system. There are few companies that are still doing it. There are few things you have to fall in to be able to do that. One is to have to make sure so you don't have credit at all. How can that happen? If you pay everything off your credit within 6 months, your credit is going to go. Boom. If your friend is zero credit, if your friend undetermined, actually it's undetermined. Be any credit. So something when you try for credit in there shouldn't be anything on your credit. That means you are zero or undetermined. That's number one. Number two, you should be in the same field of job, the same field. I'm not saying the same work, the same field. Instead of be a accountant, now we have for so long. And that's why you're for 2 years. And now 1 year, now say you maybe accountant now the same thing. We a plumber with this company. Now we just are baby. So now the same field for 2 years. Now the last one. Your monthly mortgage also to your month now. It shouldn't be more than 25% of your take home. If you have these three things, you can buy a house and get the same interest rate. The top person or credit score, highest credit score, being the same interest rate. But you need to fall within this three things. And yes, credit in it's not going to happen. I know there's this company that they still do it. Their name is Churchill Mortgage. Almost still the same thing. If you fall into this, you will buy and can say, can't high home could do your credit say. In the decide say could be your credit, maybe a dear baby drew. I must say a car in that crane ye. My whole issue is we've done that for so long. We've been going back and forth so long, doing the same thing, and it's not giving us the same result. I don't understand why we think say the same thing. So many times I feel a bit me a change and change. You see, that's insanity. Doing the same thing, getting a different result. It's about time I was see changes our system now. It's about time I was see any money in there for you. They make sure say now we are putting things in place. One, living on less than you make. Let me say a little bit about living on less than you make. You see, people usually live above their means because of pressure, because of peer pressure. People live below their means because they want to show off. People live above their means because they just want to make sure they are everywhere. You see, there's nothing wrong when you can buy the stuff and pay for it, or when you can afford them. You see, affording something doesn't mean that you're getting credit to buy it, or you're getting money from somewhere else to buy it and pay the penalty, which is called interest on it. No, when you can afford something means your own cash buying it, and when you are buying it too, it doesn't mean say, oh, tona betro, oh, to that is where that means you can afford it. Memento baako koraa deɛ ɔse sɛ if biribi na ɛwɔ so ɔtɔ na if wontumi ntua 4 times the thing na ɔntɔ, that means wontumi afford it. Nti ɔno ɔtɔ biribi a wo make sure sɛ ade na ɔtɔ no obetumi atua 4 times of it ansa. Ɛdeɛ na ɛso yɛ start yɛ no ade no yɛn checking po no akɔ akɔgye credit na yɛde akɔtɔ. Remember, there's a penalty. You see, when you are buying stuff, somebody is paying it for you. What I understand is, I don't know where you come from, but be a free idea. Meaning say, obi DBB ma any free. I was so a penalty called interest on it. The same way, na se me so me DBB mo be that situation na. The penalty also interest mommy. It is instead of me paying interest all the time, why shouldn't I turn and rather no obi interest na mommy? That is what 2025 year. 2025 year, people start paying us interest. We don't have to pay people interest anymore. How are we going to do that? We have to change every way we do our stuff financially, because the training the training sanity. So my tears say to be I just say there are so many scholarships out there. I'm not talking of academic or athletic. There are scholarships out there and kasapa with media school. All you got to do is open up your eyes. All you got to do is you have to apply for so many of them, and they are being because we share hundreds of thousands every year on claim. Yet we take loans near school say you know. It Nancy be Nancy be pay attention. It is our system now. Omodia to say, Eddie was here the kaka, Eddie was here the student nunca, Eddie and Kunyet was here the TV Ayesha was here the car, and Yano cray. Bit me, Nancy will be pay attention. Nancy will be status will change the way yet say, says I was here and Yano cray. You see, corporations profit when you are in debt. No banks, they also profit. They are happy when you're in debt because you are bringing them money. It usually will be from her. Easy to meet me a convince you say, hey, especially for the advisor, they will convince you to take them. And your person will free come catch you say, I want to pay this offer. They will find a way to tell you not to do that. They will find a way to tell you to stay in debt because you are paying them interest. The moment you go out of debt, now, so they are happy. Why do you think say? Dying look at these financial institutions. Call you Ura insider. Why? Because they are profiting from us. They are profiting a lot from us. This also, what is your thought on investing in treasure bills in Ghana? Media, Mame Kabibi Kakra and Fat Way home. Before the man here, see do nanaya okay nekasa. Ebekasa no sisi and also say Nana Paris say live below your means is the game changer for 2020 financial freedom. God bless you. Oh, sure. God bless you too. Collins also saying thank you very much, Mr. Barfi. Please is another way to build your credit points without using credit card. I'm new here in the US and I was told I use credit card to build my credit points. And also because me say question na me nyam ready but because no ho answer na me kan you're very good my starting free na a friend saying Collins the and Collins na the bar first and starting free no yes see bit me build your credit see is there another way bit me build your credit points without using credit card it comes with it so we build credit using without using a credit card with me at loans, but in it say, but to build your credit, beginning, I was say, be a do sikakoto, maybe your mama card and also mama loan, no start to use. So if you're trying to build your credit, all the time, in the same process now. The only thing is you have to pay attention. You have to be very vigilant. And you say me catch yourself, obey it. But whilst you're building it, to make sure say you do not use stay out of debt. Men foul who shame be bree. And I make sure so say men could talk car, especially a queen power back home and your car. See, when you take a house from her, the next highest BBI and your car. And also need prior power. See, as I'm talking right now, average car payment, new car, is at $725. Used car is about 500 and I think it's 75. So imagine every month, seek about they move 725 and that's a 578 everyone. And you be at that for. So start small, person build there, but stay away from those credit cards. What me drew point be a credit make us free. The ultimate in set said you auto diner. But when you break pass or person ultimate yes I don't know the process now make credit you new or bit you go in cash and everything. Because auto diner said me and no still one company here, Churchill, who need creditor, that is fine. What they will do is because to me, no idea we here for credit or credit your friends a house. That's the only thing we here for credit. To say Juma, you are sometimes say Juma must check it. If you don't have anything like that, fine. Or negative information, and it will go against you. But if you don't have anything, that is fine. They don't usually go when it comes to Juma, they don't usually go by the credit score. The information like the tablet credit score. And if you don't have any information, that is fine. And if you want to go the other route, I'll be to me a course route, no. Say me credit new. Me making sure say BBI is not on my credit report. Me making sure say I'm buying everything for cash. Then after that, no, so no, say me koto daya. You can buy a house without the score. On the three things now me share, it may help one more. On the other hand, so also build your credit, which I don't go for it. That's what I did. It put me in a lot of trouble. Maybe they can be brave and send me to me even it was too much stress. A lot of things going on, which I don't know be able to catch up because it's the easiest way. Because when you are building credit, and as I start to say, we need credit. Sometimes you do situation you can add in. Sometimes we are credit card company or rent a car from a credit card company. Very recently, I know my debit card. And be but majority of them edge debit card. You know, wait me call that way. Person build your so I'll be me start it. By any moment, or credit card. But if you be very, very careful, so be useful. That you know. Yanko Yunia, you say, or say, is it wise to, buy treasure bills in Ghana? Ma, I can say, I would say no, based on what I know right now, which may sure say, we're thinking of treasure bills, they also learning. You see, there are different things in different places that work well, right? When it comes to buying shares, buying stocks, buying treasure bills, when it comes to Africa, particularly Ghana, I don't trust that. I mean, trust is in this in TBI, friends, a month for chromo pensions can ya the itimije. I from some young farmer. Womsika Maya to it. So, investing in BBC in Ghana, you have to start thinking about all those things. Bemu person invest our hanum was stocks and the Kramen cassette to single stocks or to indexing mutual funds. I would say yes with Madrisa because we didn't say for the past 100 years, Obian could you be a second free same. Obian could you be a second free same. Minimum, dear when they say, investing be just a single stocks. Just a single stocks. And no, sometimes it's me hard. We invest in a single company. It's a company in the Kofoma, but then Neko. But at the same time, it's our collective stocks are often in indexing. S&P 500, the biggest 500 companies in this country, now together and they are forming way. No, it's about from Krana. On still no another 499. And then my advice is settle. I don't know what it is on the past so many years, like 50, 100 years or so. On average, average about 10%. That means that some day 100,000 a tour every year piano at least 10,000 every toss. Now aside then cycle na ekosa it no do bedru baby by investing that thing in Ghana na the main can say advice about that mum there might be some things I'll be to me invest in to say land land musi ni sa will be to invest on those things they be to me about so you should be you should be very careful when you buy land in Ghana. Make sure say you do your due diligence before say you buy them or other things, farming. There are so many things which may invest in Ghana. But when it comes to treasury bills or stocks or those things, maybe I won't advise you. Say do that in Ghana for now. For now, maybe in the future it might change. But for now, no. But when it's in US or UK or those places in there, when you say I crown usika there once usika back. You know, yes, that's the little that I will say about that. So now let's come back to our topic. Now, our topic is money rules to follow in 2025 that will make you rich. There was a second one. The first one was to live less than, and as live below your means. The second one was living on a budget. You heard the third one. The third one between tracking. You see, you cannot control or manage the things you don't track. It is your own track your money. That will spend your money. See, the budget is not just doing the budget. Then doing the budget and making sure say effective a year juma. So the next thing is you have to track all these things. Don't just let it go. Say, no, I was all tracking. You can't manage what you are not tracking. There's no way you can do that. You can't manage what you are not tracking. Yeah, thank you to Nana. You can't manage what you are not tracking. You cannot manage what you. So you have to start tracking it, tracking everything that goes in. Like I was saying earlier, just say, "Oh, spend it," will not do the cut, but rather making sure that you are tracking. The point I'm trying to make is you have to pay attention. Don't let just things go. Make sure that you are paying attention. Paying attention is the key. You see, I will say this again. Everything about finance, personal finance actually, is 80% behavior, 20% head knowledge, 80% behavior. So the behavior, no, and the dear baby I drew. And in any behavior, behavior, and my drew baby I drew. And some I yet, and this animal I cost no buy, and I say, just at the end, and say, I was here called the Caribbean. I'm empty or say, or buy us, it is available, it's advisable to invest through the banks or through financial advisors. Meaning so can say be Ghana na and I say ha my way oba yeah my way say me person who be a work say invest through the bank or through the financial advisors. So tracking is very key. You cannot manage what you are not tracking. So if you really want to manage your money and you're not tracking it, I'm sorry, it won't work. You have to make sure you're tracking it. Or in America, here in America, if it's advisable because they can point you to the right things. If you know what you're doing, so fine. But make your friends or very, very important. Going to the people that know what they are doing. Our community, we are fan of anytime there's going to be money involved in something we don't want to do it. We don't even want to ask. Share with your beside. But make sure say go through financial advisors. Omunim di omoka, omunim di omoye, ombeboa. And faho we a doctor, we a nurse, we a any field is fine. Ko bi honum oje kakra no boa because study actually say most people are invested by themselves no most time no ebi kra omo ya ade kakra no wo hwe di omunya and wo hwe bi omo go through the advices omo you good and invest more no we hwe the difference now sometimes a very very huge difference it be a wa we maybe every usika will be a be 9% 8% or so it be advices no it me boa ma nya be 12 example na me make it be a 12 or 13. So really make sure say by these days omama niama is very simple. You are very very savvy kakra yeah dia bit me read things say hunyama bebre I'll be a while crowd bit me depending on your situation. But if you are not really into that. And I say, yeah, my advice in the if you see financial advices on bit me. At the same time, financial advices need be one more charges no because we be charge 1% no yemawa or investment no charge 1% at the end no just have for 30 years, period of 30 years, 20 years scale be losing your match. Yeah, we are very careful on those things. These days, you can go. There are so many companies that they can just invest for you just one time, and you come back every year. No matter they bejo one-time fee. I know your chance to be a percentage base. No, while soon you must exponential a friend saying charges the honey here. You can see the percentage. I bet my buy that's it. That's the prayer. Yeah, thank you so much for advice. It's true. It's very good if you go to the people that they know what they are doing. Tracking. Tracking is very, very important. One track here, you won't know. You won't know because if I want to be, friends, if I want to, if I'm spending and just spending and spending and spending, I'm near troublesome kakra because if I'm not tracking it, I will continue to spend. If I'm not tracking it, I wouldn't even know say the things I'm buying. So tracking is very key. You make sure tracking. Number 4. Number 4, and so was it to money a year. You make sure you set financial goals. You see, this I mean, so can be because I financial goals be setting, but I have to set goals that work. Yes, set financial goals. And important, and yet as they be every year be an now why it say your friend saying 72% of the population are actually about 3 months credit na financial goals in your refi. You make sure say you set a financial goals I be so. Set a short-term financial goal and a long-term financial goals. A long-term is saying investing for your future for like maybe retirement, investing to and I say we invest we save for investment. Short term, with me a small one be a person may talk car within a short time, that's fine. If say maybe within a year or two, that's fine. But we're talking of long term, say be at 30 years, 20 years. It be broad my own a jackpot. It doesn't usually happen. If people moving with they were intentional. It didn't just happen. It was a gradual thing, gradual process. See, when you start saving or investing for maybe 200 crore, no, 20 years, what the 200 it was in a period of 30 years. The possibility of hitting 1 million and over is very simple because you've been doing this for so long. The amount 10% all the time, all the time, all the time, all the time. You see, there was it's a calculation be about how somebody invested from 19 all the way to 28, investing 200 until invest every 2,000 every year from 19 all the way to 28. No, Jai were invested, which is I think it was 16,000, maybe 16,000 or so. So invested 16,000. Nipa 2, 19. The other one, who said Nipa no or say so yes, I no do so once we yeska. No, the only one saving from 19, no started free the 28. No started saving from 28, no. Or started saving every 2,000, invested 2,000 from 28 all the way to time with the 65. The only started from 19, 2,000 till 28. One invested be mujai would invest be that is 8 years. If it was 8 years, it was 9 years actually. 19, yeah, 9 years. And it almost started from 19 or 28 all the way to 64, no, which is 65, no, which was about 30 something years. Still went me and catch it or started, your friend is saying, or started 19 to 28. No. That tells you, says, we're starting term a very investing, we start here. The things, one of the things that a woman investing cost of a time. Time you can't go back and get it. You see, you can't. The three things, the three T's, one a time, two the interest now also no, and the three your friends say third one the the money no, money need you can increase it all the time if you want, by the time you can go back and get it. So investing early is very key. What does that tell us? It means when you hear right now and you're not investing, you have to start now. The best time to invest was yesterday. The second best time was right now. When you hear it, don't let it go. Try to invest. Make sure as much as you can. You see, you'll be what one more when you invest if you want try as much as we may invest. So you set up financial goals, short-term goals, long-term goals. You make sure. You see, 2025, we are not going in the same way again. We are changing stuff. We are making sure things are not the same way it used to be. We are going to invest. We are going to make sure we live less than what we make. We are going to make sure we start budgeting or creating a budget. We are going to make sure we're tracking everything that is going on. And we are going to make sure we're setting financial goals. So 2025 is going to be a different thing altogether. 2025, they change it. Yes. So you're making sure say we are following the steps. We are not going back and doing the same thing again. No more. Number 5, you're making sure say you're protecting what we are investing, and I say you save. You see, sometimes in this kind of nana yedi, and I say yes kind of nana, and I say investment, biana what's the investment. You know, we need to make sure we protection. We need protection for all these things. Protection any day. You're making sure say we are buying insurances, protection insurance. There are some key insurance here, depending on your age. If you're from maybe 20, and as if you got out of your parents all the way up to there 25, all the way up to there 50, 60. There are some six insurance up there, 8 insurance. You can't go without them. You need to have them. You need to have those insurance. You cannot go without them. Number 1, your life, your friends, a health insurance. I don't care what it is, what age you are. Please get a health insurance. You see, many bankruptcies are happening in this country. Most of them are your friends' medical bills. See, study chair say if you're 30-year-old, who's your hospital, near Joe tour for 1 week, 2 weeks, 30,000. When you help your friends a health insurance, bit me up one more years than if you says can it happened twice in a year, over 60,000. Say won't tell near me if you say we are brand here, we are baba always so fufro, and near me customer we school was 30 year juma. We see can yina na de kwakutia sad. Uniska scan biswa na be kadaho. So you making sure that we are putting those things in place. Very important. Very, very important. You put those things in place. Number 2, here auto insurance. The good thing about auto insurance is almost every state, the 51 states now, in compulsory. So insurance, auto insurance, and most people you need problem with it. The next one, mortgage or rental insurance. You see, mortgage insurance is important. Also, no, I want to say most people are homes. We don't own our homes. A G loan, no be loan, be also make sure that is secure. Most people know are more sad. Rental insurance, you're not hooked for it. Or rent here, don't just say you're hooked. You see, it's what your apartment are. Or insure more apartment, no. But the things in your room, no, you insure. So it's up to you for you to insure. And also one of the cheapest, maybe $14 a month or so. GB, the bebo, come that be the same time. Then discuss what GB. Be a tennis row. Na MSS and the top pile say washing ya de be fine them who near bibia or rent baby man or rent a phone kind almost say or my insure more dine but we need it to baby obeda crown and also copy no and copy the company friends say insurance company ya man and ya no kwa it says will be ba ofie wo fie no be fa ofie ni mu ba ofie inside no be tefe obetimi asiu no obi ba apartment a obetimi asiu the same so you need rental insurance you are not who for it it say house no pepepe in obi ba ofie no be tefe a Obetumi asi you for insurance. Or namufia ni mukra no tishia otimi betumi asi you for insurance. We need that insurance. That is not the third one. The fourth one, disability. The fourth and fifth one, disability, both short and long one. The short one, most people know most short ones, the my 6 months no, the my. The long one, no, your toma, very cheap. So make sure say unya jumamu die. Okoto outside there and the body. You need those things no. Now the next one, yet another key one, life insurance. You see, so far as you have somebody that depends on you, period, you need life insurance. You see, when you're talking of life insurance, you're talking of your debt. Life insurance is not for you. It's for your dependent because you providing for them when you are not there on best sofa. And you need 10 to 12 months of your income, yearly income. And you make it 50,000. You need 500 to 600,000. Why? Remember, when I was talking, I said the stock exchange has been averaging 10%. That means, if we say kind of 2 or more in case when you be now almost they can invest and get the same amount now with the feeling now, even though we it's all the 600 or between 60,000 now make it 50,000 or 500 now the two are between 50,000. I'm sorry, I know there are people that want to invest in life insurance. That is fine, but the life insurance itself is not for you. You can invest somewhere else and buy life insurance. Buy term is very, very cheap. If you want to invest on the other side. Say, because if that people don't depend on you again, you don't need life insurance, period. Oh, yes, what? Peg it to your last born. So last born, I did 10 years, Jibe 20 years, and I have 15 years. By that time, 25, we win school. Unless it be up so the chair your life insurance, you don't really need that anymore. Now done all build near a year. Within 10, 15 years, so be self-insured means say one what me build near a year my net and also net worth and I say on next day is over $1 million and over. That means that so our partner bet me a survival. So you need life insurance. Period. If we be depending on one not long ago, there were so many people, there were so many things that was going on in our community among young people near there. But you say Nasa Niman do and Yamano Yana Hadri, Betimiama, Yama will react me into the period we have life insurance. Will be depending on one we have life insurance. I don't care. To be. With the Okotonko can crowd you to but I want you to have life insurance because you need it. You need life insurance, period. Will be depending on period when your life insurance. And life insurance is not for you. It's for your dependent. If you want to invest, you can invest in other things. But make sure you buy life insurance for your dependent. Yes, set your financial goals. They're very important. Now, you make sure you're paying attention. Most of the things that my financial situation are a woman, we are not paying attention. We are not paying attention. And when I say we are not paying attention now, the people around us is also part of it. You see, if you want to, I was doing a video 2 days ago or a day ago, I was talking about the things that is always going to be with us. So we have to pay attention. One of them is don't get advice from people that are not where you want to be. Because John Rule Nakai was saying, if you put 5 people that you talk to every day, you put them together and put their salary together and divide it by 5, that is your salary right there. And it's true. It might not be exact, but that is it. It's the same way. If you talk to people you talk to every day, they curse every day, you'll be cursing. Don't say they can't change me. You'll be surprised. I'm sorry. Within a period of time, we start cursing. See, what it is the things we hear every day, the things we do every day. It become part of us. So if you really want to win with money, look at the people that are where you want to be. If you are around people that are always saying, oh, okay, if you me the car, episode free kama, a bear heart will be me free. It's going to be very tough. So I'm not saying it's not be to people, but what I'm saying is my core people that I talk to every day, I'm sure they are in the same path that I want to be. I'm sure they are in the same path, you know. So if you want to be somewhere else, you can't go with people that don't want to be there or they don't want to go there. So stop getting advice from people that don't want to be there. They are not where you want to be. See, and the last thing that I will say is, because what it is in our life now, there's always going to be some sort of conflict or something going on in our life. We have to make sure, say, we master how to enjoy life and at the same time solving those issues. You see, everything that we experience, there's a beauty in those things. All we have to do is just adjust our perception a little bit, and make sure, say, things are going on, because we always going to go through that. One of my boys said, in life, it's either you just came out of a situation, or you are in a situation, or you're about to go in a situation. So it's part of us. You're making sure you say sadness is part of us. You're making sure, say, you better enjoy life, you better near through those things, because it's always going to be something going on in our lives, right? Something going to go on, either it's financial or family or something. Bibi bekoso. And no interest say we are say and I say your life for but we have to learn to go through that. Be the kind of say you can either cry in the storm or dance in the rain. It's your call. You choose one, because those things are always going to be with us. I'm said for 2025, Monday Hanum. Now, the last one for 2025 before we get into 2025. So meet us here and discuss it. And I want more interaction. I want a month to chip in and see stuff. Benada more comments now. Say greetings, Uncle. Presenting. Thanks for sharing. Okay. Thank you to Amwako. Thank you. Thanks for all you for joining in. You're making sure, say, we are spending wisely, save intentionally. We have to be intentional when you're saving and be generous. Onto that note, you share same time, and a late kakra, usually it's 37. Late kakra, because I was just from another program. I think I was prepare one or two things, you're making sure every Wednesday. So yeah, paradigm shift show, paradigm shift. If you want to be part, and if you want to get a live show of paradigm shifter, make sure, say, you get into the Patrik Barfi YouTube channel, where we show you how to make dramatic impact and dramatic changes in the quality of your life. It changes the quality, the way you think, the way you, especially people that want to move back to Ghana, people that are in Ghana. We talk to people that are information for it change your lives. Information, because in the information the mind say Ghana will be kind of say Ghana you're planning to say get out. That's our dream. But these people are getting in they are doing wonders. They are getting different information and they are transforming their life without traveling, without doing anything. If you could travel or go back, they are doing stuff. So join the Patrik Barfi YouTube channel and get a TikTok or there'll be a Patrik Barfi, which you join the Facebook near there. But if you want to be part of that, Wednesday is 4 p.m. to 5 p.m., just an hour. And every Wednesdays, we talk about this paradigm shift, a very powerful friendship program. We change your lives, and we're talking to a lot of people. So be part of it and join the Patrik Barfi YouTube channel and get a live show get a live show. I'll say again, make sure you spend wisely, save intentionally, and be jealous. See you next time, Monday. Bye-bye. Kwesi Kankam, why late? See you. Kwesi, Ebekasa. Chiamuna, Oba, thank you. I do say thank you, Aqua, Mamudia, Ufanchame, Chiamuna. Bye-bye.